All right, what's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast, presented to you by Double E TV with Mike and Terrance. What's going on, Mike?
Not much. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Another week of music, man. Very pleased with the feedback we got on the last show, and I was tripping out yesterday doing my little Popeyes chicken strawberry biscuit review. That's already got almost like 900 something views on Facebook. So yeah, man. But that's where we
Yes, a
at
lot
now.
of stuff going on. Yeah, bro, a lot of stuff going on in music as well. Covered a lot of good stuff this week. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, facts, man. And by the way, we appreciate everybody for tuning in to our little short reels that we've been posting. I saw the one that we posted with Kali Yukis earlier, crossed over the 1,000 views mark. And so yeah, man, I'm just glad that the podcast is picking up a little bit of traction, and the Spotify numbers look good as well.
Absolutely, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Album reviews, man. We got some albums to get into. We'll start it off with Cappadonna-African Killa Beez. Yeah, I got a chance to go through this one. Obviously being a big fan of Wu-Tang, loved everybody in the group, man. I have a lot of respect for. Obviously, rest in peace to Old Dirty. Love how unique he is and everything, and Method, Ghost, Ray, the whole RZA, everybody, man. I got a lot of respect for those guys. So definitely, I went to this album with anticipation to see what Cappadonna was gonna do. It was definitely, a different type of project. It's been a while since I heard anything from Cap. Highlights for me on the album would be "It's Your World," featuring the Holocaust and Black Knights. I like the beat on that one a lot. Bella Assassins, featuring, I think it's Leganese Finn and Timbo King. And then also I like Jungle Justice. I like that track a lot, featuring School of the Gifted, Rubber Bands, Dexter Wiggle, Napoleon, and Solomon Childs. That's probably my favorite track on this particular project. But yeah, it's definitely a different project, and everybody that's a Wu-Tang fan should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I thought this project was cool too. Like you said, I haven't I'm not as familiar with Cap's solo work. I've heard a lot of the stuff that he's done with Wu-Tang. Obviously, a big Wu-Tang fan myself as well. So this was, I didn't really know what to expect kind of going into this, but I expected obviously a Wu-Tang feel, and I got that. So that was cool. Highlights for me would be Guns Bang, Since I've Been Gone, featuring Jackpot, Scotty Waddy, and Lounge Low, and Yasuke featuring Master Killa, Inspector Deck, and DJ Flipside. So yeah, that's the highlights for me.
Okay. Hey, Mike, before we go to the next one, okay, hold on. All right, it's fine now. I don't know, it was kind of like flickering a little bit, but it's fine now. All right.
Cool.
All right, next up, man, we got Tyler, the Creator. Call Me If You Get Lost, Estate Sale. This is a release from the album that came out last year. Actually, I ended up just going back through the entire album, even though I could have just picked up at the re-release part, but I just went through the whole thing. But incredible project, man. I mean, like, these extra songs that he ended up putting on here, you got some joints on here, man. I like Stuntman featuring Vince Staples. Vince is somebody that we talk about a lot on this podcast. Heaven to Me, which is a John Legend sample. I like that track a lot. Wharf Talk with ASAP Rocky. That's fire. It's different, but I like that track a lot. My favorite song on this album, though, man, it's crazy, bro. I listened to this song about Probably about 10 times. I mean, I even like got the instrumental looped, so I may do something to this, but what a day. Fire. Just fire, man. But that's my thoughts, man. I like this project though.
Yeah, I thought it was fire too. Man, a lot of these songs really could have been on that album. So it's funny to think like these are the songs that didn't make the album. And I like so many of them. I was really kind of surprised by how many of them I liked. But I like Tyler. And I thought that Call Me When You Get Lost was an excellent album. I think I had it in my top albums of the year that year. I'm not sure if we did the top albums that on the pod that year, but it was definitely in my top albums for sure. Highlights for me would be like you said, "What a Day." Heaven to me is definitely fire. I like Dog Tooth as well, and Sorry Not Sorry. I thought was probably one of my favorite songs is on the whole project, and Stuntman with Vince Staples. I like that one a lot too. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fire.
Yeah, definitely, man. He's got some visuals out as well, so everybody check out Tyler's re-release, Call Me If You Get Lost, the estate sale.
Yes, sir.
Next up, man, we got DJ Drama. I'm really like that. I'll let you start this one off.
Okay, drama. It's funny, Tyler. We just got through talking about Tyler. DJ Drama was on the Call Me If You Get Lost, so that was cool. He was also on the Cash Doll project that we covered earlier this year. Uh, and obviously he's known for the Gangsta Grills tapes and things like that. So it's good to see him out here, still working, still doing his thing. This project I thought was really dope. The highlights for me would be Legendary featuring Tyler the Creator. Got to get that, connection again.
Yep.
I enjoyed Rage Different featuring Nipsey Hussle, Jeezy, and Blast. No Weakness featuring Wiz Khalifa, T.I., and Symbol. And let me just say, T.I. went crazy on that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, T.I. snapped on that song. Uh, I enjoyed Wiz's verse too, and Symbol. I really think that probably was the strongest song on that project, except for maybe one other. Mockingbird with Jack Harlow was pretty cool. I like that. I think that was one of the better Jack Harlow verses I've heard. Uh, Forever with Fabulous, Benny the Butcher, Jim Jones, Capella Gray, Fire. On Delay featuring Moneybag Yo and Offset. And interestingly enough, this one, for some reason, the album version I don't think had Moneybag Yo on. So I had to go and find that because I saw a bunch of people saying, "Where's the Moneybag Yo verse?" So I had to go find it. But either way, both the version with Moneybag Yo is fire, and the version with just Offset is fire too. But On Delay is a great song. I Ain't Gonna Hold You featuring G-Eazy, and We Made It featuring Sci-Hi and Russell. Fire. Both of them snapped on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. I like this project. Highlights for me would be Legendary with Tyler the Creator. The single, I ain't gonna lie, the first time I heard the single when he put it out like weeks ago, I don't know, it didn't really hit me at first. But this past Friday when I listened to the album, even though I heard the first single a bunch, but it really hit me like, oh man, this song is pretty dope. Hope for Me with Lil Baby and A Boogie with the Hoodie. I like that track. So I think that track is dope. Raised Different, as you mentioned, with Nipsey, Hustle, Jeezy, and Blast. Again, Blast just doing big things. No Weakness with T.I., Wiz, and Simba. FMFU with Roddy Rich and Gucci Mane. Like 350 with Westside Gun, Rick Ross, and Lou. And I like this other track too, man. I can't think of the name of the group that they did the sample from, but Iron Right with Bootsy and OMB, Peasy. But I like Iron Right too, man. But yeah, it's a dope project, man.
Yeah, I thought the what was it, Lil Baby and A Boogie with the Hoodie. I thought
Yeah.
that song was cool too.
Yeah.
I didn't include it. I like Lil Baby's verse on that. I thought his verse and what he did on the hook was dope. But
Right.
I didn't include it in my highlights. But I thought that was cool too.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. All right, man. Next up, we got Larry June and the Alchemist, The Great Escape. Man, this project, shout out to Alchemist, man. He did a great job on the beats on here. And also shout out to Larry June. I heard the messaging in here, man. Like he has some great messages in his verses. And not just, a lot of times as rappers, sometimes it's kind of some stuff is kind of ego based or what I got and all this, but if you listen to this project, he gave a lot of game out as well, stuff that people can incorporate in their own lives. So the highlights for me would be Turkish Cotton, Fire track, 89 Earthquake, Solid Plan. That's one of the songs I'm talking about where he gave like some game out with Action Bronson, Fire track, Palisades, California featuring Big Sean, as we talked about last week, one of the better Big Sean verses I've heard in a while. And Sean is always going off, but he really went off on that song. I like Art Talk with Boldy James, Fire track. And What Happened to the World featuring Wiz as my guy Wiz. Wiz killed it. Enjoyed that track. And maybe my favorite song on this album is 60 Days. I like that track a lot. I like how it's a cool groove and just I love what he did on that one.
Man, I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna do it. I was thinking about it,
Uh-huh.
but I really need to sit with it a little bit longer. But I was really very very close to saying album of the year, bro.
Mm.
I need to sit with it a little bit longer though. But I'm very close to saying this is this is close to being the album of the year for me, bro. So
Okay.
far. I mean that Odyssey, I still think that's a great album. Obviously Hit Boy, which we just talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
So like I gotta sit with this one a little bit longer, but man,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Uh Turkish Cotton, 89 Earthquake, Palisades, California featuring Big Sean, Summer Rain featuring Ty Dolla $ign, Orange Village featuring Slum Village is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
uh Porsches in Spanish, crazy. Ocean Sounds, crazy. What Happened to the World featuring Wiz, 60 Days. Uh Baragon Lighting featuring Joey Badass and Currency and Margie's Candy House. This is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, it's fire, man. Yeah, yeah. Also, Mike, did you kind of hear what I was talking about with the messaging and solid plan? Like that was dope, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 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 man. That's a great project, man. I like what Action did on that track too, man. So shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to say there was a couple of other tracks where, like you said, there was some messaging in it.
Hmm.
Once again, I have to sit with it a little bit longer,
Yeah,
but I think there were other tracks that had some of that same messaging in there. So I
yeah,
definitely
definitely.
picked up what you were talking about with
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Larry June, man.
that. Facts.
Next up, we got Buffalo's own Jae Skeese-Abolished Uncertainties. I'll let you start this one off.
This is fire to me. Man, Jay, we talked about him, not too long ago, with the Symmetry track.
Yep.
Uh, Man, I really, I knew that he was gonna come with lyricism. I expected that. I didn't kind of really know what to expect production wise because I've only heard like maybe one or two tracks from him. So, but I thought the production on this project was dope. I thought a lot of the subject matter was dope. The rapping and the lyricism was obviously fire. I mean, that's what he does. That's what Conway and Love the Genius. Looks like that's what drum work does. Just come with lyricism.
Yeah.
So highlights for me. I'm guessing this is Revolver, RVLVR,
Mhm. Right. Right.
Revolver, Million Dollar Dreams, Bonneville, which had the Fools G's How Many Mic sample, fire, Burner Phone. That was crazy. Like the crazy track. I'm not even gonna ruin it. Listen to that track. Burner Phones, fire. Symmetry, great track. Red Kool-Aid featuring Jillian Hainsworth and Oregano,
Mhm.
cool. I like that one a lot. Fire. And then Sideline Saga. This one took me back to J. Cole's first album, The Sideline Story. And he had a
Okay.
song called The Sideline Story that's very, very similar to this song. And it's like Jae Skeese did his version of that song. So I love that. It's almost like a nod to J. Cole. So I thought that was fire. Uh Great project, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too, man. I listened to this one on Saturday. So yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Highlights for me would be Million Dollar Dreams. Burner Phone was incredible. Out Here featuring Freeway. It was great to hear Freeway on there. Freeway always comes through with a great verse. Symmetry with Conway. I've had that one definitely on repeat. And you know what's so crazy is one song on here. Um, I don't know if it's like the greatest song on this project, but I had to hear it so many times because while I was trying to go through the album, my phone kept ringing and I kept getting interrupted. So I had to keep going back to this song over and over again. It kind of just grew on me. Lunch Table. So I thought Lunch Table was dope. One of One. I like that track a lot. Featuring Coda Sava, I believe I'm saying that right, and
Yeah.
Sideline Saga, as you mentioned. But I like Coda's vocals. Vocals. She sounded very dope on the album as well. And yeah, man, you know, Jay's got one, man, definitely.
Yeah, facts. I'm sorry. Abolished Uncertainties. Jae
Absolutely.
Skeese. Definitely a fire project. And man, yeah, that one of one is fire too. I'm sorry I forgot that one. But that was fire too, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
A
definitely,
lot of
man.
good songs on this.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
facts.
lot of good songs on the project.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Next up, we got my guy, man. I'm a huge Kool Keith fan, and you know, sometimes Mike could send me like a list of projects that we could go over. And when I saw Keith's name, I was like, okay, yeah, let's definitely do Kool Keith. It's dope, man, just to see someone in their late 50s, you know, still passionate about the art of rapping. And I thought he did a great job on this project. I thought and Keith's style is different. You know, Keith is kind of abstract type rap. He's one of the earlier guys that I can remember having like all these different alter egos, from you know, Black Elvis to Dr. Octagon, and all these different characters that he plays in his videos. If you watch any Kool Keith videos, especially from back in the day, to me, that's what a lot of stuff from Busta Rhymes to Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Eminem. I think a lot of those people who do the kind of out there type of videos, definitely, you know, Keith was doing this stuff a long time ago. The album, by the way, is called Serpent. Highlights for me are Fire and Ice with Atmosphere. We just talked about Atmosphere last week on the show. Serpent, you know, I like that track a lot. I thought the beat on there was crazy. Jungle Fever. I mean, just that whole concept and what he did, and talking about animals and how he rapped that, I thought was really dope. The Great Marlowe, I like that track. Off the Glass. That may be my favorite song on here, though. That was dope. How he just kind of went through this whole rendition of basketball players, and just the samples of the NBA in there and stuff. It was really dope. And then Tripping Over Flowers, I thought was a great song as well. But shout out to Kool Keith-Serpent.
Yeah. Kool Keith and Real Bad Man.
Yep.
Serpent, yeah. I enjoyed Fire and Ice with Atmosphere as well. And I think they had an iced tea sample on it.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was cool. Off the Glass was fire. Yeah, I really liked all of the different basketball analogies and the whole how he kind of pieced that whole track together. I thought that was fire.
Yeah.
Um, and Battle featuring Ice T, I really enjoyed that one a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I really I'm not as familiar with Kool Keith's work. Obviously, he's had the popular songs from back in the day and stuff like that.
Right.
But as far as a real solo project and a full project, this is my first. And obviously, like you said, he's, late in the game at this point. He's been doing it for years in his late 50s, still showing passion for it. So I think that that's definitely dope. And the Atmosphere track, I thought the Atmosphere's verse was pretty dope
Yeah, it was.
on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was dope to see him. I think maybe this might be kind of like his element, maybe kind of the production that Keith had on here, maybe even into some of that abstract rap type of style too.
Yeah.
So we'll have to check out a little bit more Atmosphere and see if that's what he's into. But I thought this was cool though.
Yeah, okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah, shout out to Kool Keith-Serpent. You guys definitely check that out. And we'll close out our albums with Chloe in Pieces. I'll let you start this one off.
All right, Miss Chloe Bailey. This was cool. Chloe has branched out into acting. She's on the show Swarm on Amazon Prime, also featuring Dominic Fishback, and it's I think Donald Glover is somehow involved in that as well, if I'm not mistaken. But so that's cool. I got to see that show and see her do some acting. I think she's definitely has a future in acting as well. So shout out to her. This was a dope project, man. I thought the production was fire. A lot of the subject matter I thought was pretty dope, and I like her writing. She definitely has shown the ability to be a great writer. Now, for me, I haven't really listened to any of Chloe's work for real. I've heard, some songs from Chloe and Haley, but as far as her solo work, this is her first for me. So I was impressed with this. I really like Pray It Away. Body Do, I thought that whole vibe of that track was kind of dope. I Don't Mind, I think it's a really solid track, really dope track. Worried as well, really dope track. How Does It Feel featuring Chris Brown, prop arguably one of the best songs on the album, in my opinion, arguably. Make It Look Easy. Excellent track. This may be the best track on this whole project. Like excellent track, really shows her writing ability, her singing ability. Like if you want to know Chloe, that's the track you want to go listen to. Told You featuring Missy Elliott, fire on a different kind of vibe. I like that. She kind of changed it up a little bit. And I didn't expect to like this song based on the title and the feature, but Cheat Back with Future, I thought that was dope as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is fire, man. Shout out to Chloe.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we got a chance to cover this album because we've already had a good run of R&B projects that we have covered this year, from Kali Uchis, Masego, Music Soul Child, Black. So it was dope, man, just to kind of get another good one. I enjoyed it, man. I thought she did a good job on it. Highlights for me would be now, although Someone Is Calling is just like an intro, but I like her vocals on there. I thought she did a good job on that one. Pray It Away, I thought was fire. Worried, How Does It Feel with Chris Brown. Make It Look Easy, as you mentioned. Told You with Missy Elliott, I like that one. Cheat Back with Future. And then my favorite song on here is probably the last one, which is In Pieces. I like that one a lot as well. But I thought she showed just a lot of confidence on here, and I thought her vocals sounded very good. So shout out to Chloe.
Facts. I thought she showed I'm glad you mentioned In Pieces because that last song kind of showed a different vibe from the rest of the album. So she showed that she got multiple different bags that she can dip into, and I thought that was dope. So yeah, shout out to her. I thought it's fire.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, shout out to Chloe. All right, Mike, that's our albums, man. What we got for singles this week?
All right, new singles. So number one, we got the Dopplegangaz featuring Fact and E. Uh, I like the Dopplegangaz a lot. I know they're not very well known. Obviously, they do have their own following, and their fan base is very solid for them. They support everything they do, and I love that. But as far as mainstream, they're probably not very well known to a lot of people. Um, I've heard better tracks from them. This one was cool. I really enjoyed the second verse.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this was cool. I didn't think it was bad. I enjoyed it. but I've heard better tracks from him.
Okay. Yeah, it's my first time hearing anything from him. So but I agree. I thought the second verse was crazy. And I like the bars. I think the bars that they have is incredible. I guess the only thing I would say I just wasn't crazy about the production of the song, but the bars were just top tier.
Okay, cool. Next, we got Quavo with Honey Bun. Um, this is cool. At the end of the song or the video, it had like another song.
Yep.
I really like that song a
Yeah.
lot more
Exactly.
than the Honey Bun song. I didn't think Honey Bun was terrible, but that song Going Out I thought was bumping. Hopefully that comes up soon and we can review that one because that sounded fire from the snippet that we heard. This isn't greatness. We reviewed greatness a couple weeks ago. This isn't greatness for me, but it's cool though.
Right. Now, Greatness, that was the one that we talked about that I said it was probably my favorite song of his, right?
Same, yeah, I
Okay,
said the same.
okay. Yeah, this one just didn't do it for me. And shout out to Quavo anyway, but I don't know, I couldn't really connect with this one. But like you said, when the video was kind of going out and that other song came on, that was fire. So maybe we should have did the video to that one instead because that one was incredible.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get to cover that one in the future. We'll see.
Yeah.
Next we got Millyz with the I-95 freestyle. I'll let you start.
Bars, man. Just bars. It's great when guys can just showcase their lyrical ability. I've seen several guys do it, actually Lil Dicky, I saw him kill, I think he killed it on Sway one time. So we're gonna talk about Hit Boy in a couple minutes as well. But I thought Millyz killed it, man. And like we've been talking about, I think we've covered like 3 songs of his on the podcast, and it's like every song has gotten better. You had the Jadakiss song, we had the other song, they did the Eminem sample, and then the last song. So it's like every week the songs just kept getting better and better, and the freestyle was incredible as well. So yeah, Millyz is definitely someone that is like itching up on that radar, man. That he's showing people that he's here to be a problem.
Hey, fire emoji, bro. Like he went crazy. Man. And I just recently found out he signed to Jadakiss. I understand why. I understand why 100%. So, man, go check that out. Millyz I-95 freestyle. Like he went crazy.
Yeah.
Fire emoji. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Next, we got Tierra Whack-Millions Jumbo Mix. We've covered this song before. This is like a remix, or I think of the song of the original version of the song we covered. I thought the beat was cool. Honestly, I didn't go back to the original version to see if the verse was different or not, but I thought it was cool. I really have nothing negative to say about it.
Yeah, same here. I definitely enjoyed it. I like Tierra. She does her thing, and as we said, I guess this is like a kind of like a remix or whatever. But yeah, she definitely did her thing on it.
Facts. Okay, next we got Gucci Mane featuring the Baby and 21 Savage with '06 Gucci. I'll let you start.
Gucci snap. I like Gucci's verse. I'm a huge the Baby fan. I don't know. Maybe this. I like what he did on the hook. I don't know. Like his beat was. I mean, his verse was a little different for me a little bit. I don't know, but I don't know. Something about his verse on the song just didn't kind of seem like he fit on it or something. And 21 killed it as well. But the song was cool. I mean, maybe it was like the production I wasn't like so crazy about, but I do like what Gucci did on his verse, so he killed it.
I agree 100% with what you said. I thought Gucci killed it. I like 21's verse. I like what the Baby did on the hook. The verse was okay to me, but I like what he did on the hook. I co-sign everything you said. Next, we got Reason with At It Again. Uh we covered Reason a few times on the pod.
Yeah.
Reason's pretty fire to me. I think
Mhm.
he's another person I think is mad underrated. He don't get nearly the recognition that he deserves. He's got some great songs as well too. I think he's still waiting for that, that one project that's gonna like really put him on the map. And hopefully this next one that he comes out with is that. But he's definitely a dope artist. I like this. I thought it was fire. Nothing negative to say.
I agree 100%. I thought it was dope, man. He killed it.
Facts. Okay, next we got Raury. And not the same Raury that we covered from Raury and Mama, but Raury from Atlanta with Down. I thought this is fire. Kind of like a folky type vibe. Uh, you know, acoustic guitar, laid back, really a vibe type track. But I liked it. I'm a big fan of Raury. I really like mainly when Raury raps, and he doesn't necessarily do that as much as he did when he first came out. But I'm a big fan of his rapping. He's a good singer as well, but I like this stuff.
Yeah, I liked it too, man. I thought it was dope. I was kind of laughing for a minute. We said not the other Rory. I was like, so you mean we're not dancing with dogs and eating pizza and stuff? But but yeah, I
Not
thought
this
it was dope
one.
though. I thought it was dope.
Okay, next we got Hit Boy with the I-95 freestyle. I'll let you start.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Like he made the beat, you know what I'm saying? Made the beat and did the freestyle. They said kind of fast as well. So yeah, shout out to Hit Boy, man. I think he's really the showcasing, what he's here to be about and I can tell just being around Nas is just like improved his pen a lot. Not that I didn't think he was dope before, but think about it. You hanging out with Steph Curry, for months, obviously your shooting is going to get better. So I just think his pen has gotten so much better, man. And he did a great job on this freestyle. So shout out to Hit Boy.
No, I agree 100%. I think there's been a clear elevation in his rapping ability from before he started working with Nas to where he is now. And man, he just floated on this for real. It was crazy. Uh,
Absolutely.
and shout out to Hit Boy, fire.
Yeah.
Next, we got a Skilla Baby with Marty McFly. Not very familiar with Skilla Baby. First track I've heard of him. First time I've heard of him. First track I've heard from him. Obviously with the Back to the Future,
Yep.
reference. That's cool. Um, and I like the messaging and a lot of the subject matter and the intent behind the song. I think the execution could have been a little bit stronger, but once again, this is my first song from him. Maybe that's his style. So, but I appreciated the messaging. I appreciated the intent behind the song. And I like the flip on the Back to the Future Marty McFly thing. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, definitely. I co-sign everything you said. That's my first song of his that I've heard. So I don't really know a lot about his style or what he does or whatever. As I mentioned during the album reviews, unless you're kind of familiar with Kool Keith, it may be a little different if you don't really know too much about his music. So I kind of felt this way about him. I don't know much about him, but I love the Back to the Future theme. My dad used to watch that movie a million times. The video was dope. And some of the messaging, like you said, I thought he did a good job in it as well, talking about wanting to see his dad again and stuff. But yeah, I definitely, want to check out some more music from him for sure.
Thanks. Shout out to Skilla Baby.
Yes.
Next, we got Shane Eagle with Hold You. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was a short song, but I thought the vibe of it was cool. I thought it was direct. The video was nicely done as well. And yeah, I mean, he's another guy I don't know too much about, but I enjoyed this song, and it definitely makes me want to hear some more music from him and kind of get engaged with what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think I heard a little bit of an accent, so he may be foreign. I have to look more into that, and we'll discuss it a little bit more next time we cover him. But yeah, I think I heard a little bit of an accent, but I enjoyed the track too. I thought the beat was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Thought what he did was cool. Like you said, short track, but it was well executed. Video was beautiful,
Yeah.
so I thought it was dope.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, now this one's a little different.
Yeah.
Jungle featuring Erick the Architect with Candle Flame.
Yeah.
Erick the Architect is from Flatbush Zombies. So big fan of Flatbush Zombies as well. We covered Michi Darko's album towards the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. So that was cool. But and we covered Jungle Juice's I'm sorry, Zombie Juice. We covered Zombie Juice's track early this year, early as well. And I think he's got an album coming out soon. But so this was cool. The production is very definitely kind of more poppy.
Mm-hmm.
But Erick snapped. Like the rapping is incredible.
Yeah.
And the video I thought was really dope. Had some dancers in there doing their thing. Shout out to the dancers. Thought that was really dope. But I thought the track was cool. No complaints from me.
Yeah, this is dope, man. I like this a lot. And the choreography was crazy in this video. Whoever put that together did a great job. But as you said, Erick rapped well. The whole packaging of this song, man, is really dope. So it's different, but it's really good, though.
Facts.
Oh, and one more
Next,
thing. It's good we getting these type of projects, like you got this song, you had was it JPEG Mafia? So we getting, Boss had the thing off the Creed. So we getting these type of tracks. It's good to see those.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. Next we got Jae Skeese with Bonneville. We talked briefly during his review on it. The How Many Mike sample from the Fugees is fire.
Yeah.
The video kind of had the Queen and Slim vibe to it. That was fire. I love it, man. Shout out to Jae Skeese.
I co-sign everything, man. I like the whole video. I like what he did in it. Obviously, this is off the album. Dope track, dope album, dope video, man. Shout out to Jae Skeese.
Big facts. Next, we have G-Eazy with Tulips and Roses. I'll let you start this.
This is fire to me, man. This may be my favorite G-Eazy song, to be honest with you. I mean, the video was crazy. I thought he rapped well on it. I wasn't so crazy about the auto-tune thing he did in it, but the rapping in it is dope, man. I thought he did a good job, and the video was well done as well.
This was cool to me. I thought the beat was okay. And that one, I think the beat just really didn't do it for me on this one. I didn't think the rapping was bad. And I like the point that he was trying to get across, get your roses and stuff, before you. So I thought that was cool. I get that. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't the beat. Maybe it's the beat just didn't connect for me, but I didn't think he was bad. I thought it was cool.
I got
you. Next we got Royce the 5'9" featuring. Oh, I'm sorry, Royce the 5'9" Signs freestyle. Royce is an incredible lyricist, man.
Oh yeah.
We've spoken on Royce before on the pod. A lot of respect for him as an MC. I think the first verse was cool. The second one, he was kind of doing some unorthodox flow stuff, and that one didn't connect with me as much as the first one did. But overall, I thought it was a cool song.
Yeah, we got to cover Royce's EP. He did the Heaven studio album last year, so he's got the EP now, and he's got some new platform he just launched as well. I assume that's what the music video was about. As you said, Royce is an elite lyricist, great artist. I've heard this song twice. It's not the strongest Royce song for me. But maybe it was just the beat on it. I couldn't really kind of get into, but I definitely want to check out the EP anyway. I know Redman is on it, so I want to check that out. And shout out to Royce anyway, man.
Facts. Next we got Deniro Farrar with Flowers. Fire emoji. That's all I got.
I have to hear this one again. It was a little, I don't know. It was kind of slow and kind of trippy a little bit. I have to go back and kind of hear it again. But my initial reaction was I thought it was cool though. I thought it was cool.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Fire emoji for me. Next we got and I guess this is L Michel's affair.
Okay.
I might have said L Michaels last time. But L Michel's affair. L Michel's affair. Ooh, say that 3 times fast. And Black Thought. I'm still somehow. Man, this is not Glorious Games featuring Kirby. It's not. Black Thought still did his thing. It's not as fire of a Black Thought verse as the one from Glorious Games. I like the song. I thought it was cool. I don't really have anything negative to say, but I don't want to make, someone listening to this think that this was on the same level as that Glorious Game song. It's not. But this is good.
Co-sign everything you said. I didn't think it was as good as the previous one, but it was cool. I mean, obviously it's Black Thought, so he's still gonna rap his behind off and have even like a Black Thought on his bad day is still better than a lot of rappers anyway. But I still thought the track was cool though.
Yeah, I agree, and that's a great point. Yeah, Black Thought on a down day is still better than a lot of folks. So
yeah, right, facts.
Next we got Tyler the Creator with "Sorry Not Sorry." Fire emoji.
Fire track, man.
Arguably one of the best songs off of that project to me. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, it's a fire track, and he's wilding out in that music video, man. That's all I'll say.
Well, he one thing about the video, he had all of the album covers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All of his album covers, and it's kind of almost like he was I kind of got a vibe of like kind of like what Jay-Z did on 444, like the Kill Jay-Z thing. It was almost like he's killing off all his past egos or the image that people had of him in order to do this. And I thought that was symbolically very well done in that video. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
but the
definitely.
songs are incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Next we have Larry June-Porsches in Spanish. Fire emoji. We talked about that
already. Fire.
Mike Dimes is next with Kiss and Tell. Once again, fire emoji. This is crazy.
Yeah, this track is crazy, man. I like this a lot. Not too familiar with Mike Dimes, so I gotta kind of check his music out some more. But I like this track though. It's fire, man.
I think we covered Mike Dimes once before.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
J.I.D.
That's right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, and we covered it, and that one was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But this is fire though. Shout out to Mike Dimes.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Dimes, man.
Next we got Internet Money featuring Roddy Ricch and Kodak Black. I Remember. I'll let you start.
It's fire, man. This is fire. And I like the imagery in the video too, how you see them kind of standing next to each other and you see the hair and all that. But fire track, man. Roddy Ricch. I don't really like how people kind of dumped on his last project, man. I thought the project was really good. I think it was called Fast Lane or something like that. Thought that right.
Live Life Fast or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Live Life Fast. I thought the album was pretty good, man. It didn't get like enough attention, I thought. And Kodak killed it as well. So I like this pairing, man. I thought those two did a good job on this song, and I wouldn't mind hearing them do another track together.
Agreed, co-sign everything you just said, especially the part about the reception to his last album and all of that, co-signing all of that. I agree, fire song.
Yeah.
Next, we got Lloyd Banks featuring Method Man, 101 Razors. Fire emoji.
Crazy, man.
Lloyd Banks went crazy. Meth Snap, fire.
Co-sign. This is fire, man.
Hey, next we got Jadena with Say. This is cool. I kind of like it's kind of got like a Boosie Collins, Thundercat kind of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And it's definitely, I could see this being something you can listen to with your lady, you know, and vibe out to. Outside of that though, is this something I'm gonna be bumping on a regular basis? Probably not. But I didn't think it was bad though.
Right. Yeah, I was laughing because I was thinking about the last video he did with him and the lady, and then this one he's singing to her feet and stuff. So he's definitely out there with his affection for his lady and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was cool though. I like the I thought the harmonies he did on it was cool, and the video was pretty different too. So but yeah, shout out to him, man. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, and you know, he can rap and sing, so I think that that's cool too.
Yeah.
You gotta give props for that.
Right.
So shout out to Jadena. Next we got Nim Low, Static Selector and Currency, a kid from the town. I'll let you start.
I like this, man. It's kind of got like the I guess paying homage, or kind of got that Slick Rick kind of thing going a little bit. But Static did a great job on the beat. Currency's always killing it, and Nim did a good job as well. I enjoyed this song. I thought the video was dope, and it's good to see just the chemistry and the cohesion of the track. I thought it was nicely done.
Yeah, I agree. Big Static Selector fan, big Currency fan. Thought they both did their thing. Not very familiar with Nim Low, but I thought he was good on this track. So
Yeah.
definitely we'll keep an eye out for him to see what he has coming up next in the year as well. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next we got Juicy J, no rapper, fire. And I'm not sure who the woman who was rapping on this track was. I didn't see her name featured, but she was incredible. I don't know, maybe you might have that. But whoever she was incredible. I thought the track was fire.
Yeah, K Carbon and Aliza Slimmeroni, I think is the name of it. But yeah, I like this too, man. And I know Juicy has a new album out, so it was good to kind of get the vibe from this. But yeah, the beat, the production was dope. It was kind of like the videos, like they were in a studio session, kind of laying the vocals down. But I liked it, man. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Rod Wave, Fight the Feeling. Um, I wasn't crazy about this.
Yeah.
For real. The Rod Wave is cool. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but you know, I definitely think he's talented.
Mhm.
So I'll never take anything away from his talent. But this, I don't know, this one just didn't connect for me.
Yeah, I was laughing because as you see, I just went to the barbershop, but I remember one of the first times I went to the barbershop where I'm going at now, they played like a whole hour of Rod Wave's music. And I don't know, I guess they just had like his channel on, like his YouTube channel on, where all these videos would play. And yeah, I mean, I think he can harmonize well, and I think he can sing well, but I don't know, it's kind of depressing a little bit. I don't know if, he had a hard life, or, dealt with a lot of heartbreak. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I'm just kind of going off the music or whatever, but it's cool, but it's just a little, you know, depressing, I would say.
Yeah, some of his subject matter, well, I would say a lot of his subject matter is definitely not happy go lucky, at least from what I've heard. So
Yeah.
but next we have Nardo Wick and Lil Baby, Hot Boy. This is just alright to me, bro.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought Little Baby kind of put a little sauce on the track, but yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I agree. Little Baby. I mean, I think Lil Baby just has that ability regardless.
Hmm.
Uh, but the track itself, I think, is just okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh, Next we got Chloe with feature. Ah, Chloe featuring Future with Cheat Back. We just talked about that. I thought it was dope. Thought the song and the video was dope.
Yeah.
Not the biggest Future fan, but once again, I thought it was cool. But I enjoyed what Chloe did. Thought the song was dope. One of the stronger songs on her project. So shout out to her.
Yeah, I like the visuals on it, so I thought they did a good job on the video. And but yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm not as familiar with Future's catalog, but I thought he did a good job on this particular song.
Thanks. Next we have Mickey Facts and DJ Potassium with Madison Square Garden. I'll let you start this one.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's Mickey, so obviously, kind of like we talked about Black Thought. I mean, anything Mickey is going to be on, we know the lyricism is going to be there, so really it's just on the producer to match what he can do lyrically with the production. So I don't know what this is like off a project, or I saw he had the guy in the video kind of playing the keyboard, doing whatever. So I'm not as familiar with DJ Potassium or kind of know what this is. It could just be a one-time thing that they collaborated, but it was cool to see him rap in front of I assume that was Madison Square Garden, and just the vibe of it. I mean, the production wasn't the craziest in the world, but his bars were great though.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I thought the rapping was great. The production was cool. It wasn't spectacular. I mean, it was cool though.
Mhm.
And like you said, the visual was dope.
Yeah,
So shout out to Mickey and DJ Potassium on that.
yeah.
Next, we got John Connor featuring Echo and Cam Howie with 2K.
Fire.
For me, this is fire. Fire
Fire.
emoji, man.
Fire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I
Tom
wasn't
Snap, though.
expecting. I really wasn't expect. I didn't know what to expect from Echo and Cam Howie. They both were pretty good. I was impressed by what I heard from them. John Connor went. Man, I might have to make up a new word for how hard John Connor went on this track. Like bananas, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like incredible verse. Incredible verse. Shout out to John Connor. That track's fire.
Yeah, it's fire. I like the album cover too. The cover was crazy as well. But yeah, this song was crazy, man. One of the better songs of the week.
Facts. And last but not least, we have Currency featuring Jermaine Dupri and T.I. with Never Fails. I'll let you start.
Hey man, hey, T.I. went off on this, man. T.I. snapped. I mean, I remember seeing the music video when T.I. came to this, not the music video itself, but they were showing like clips of studio sessions. So I remember Tip laying the verse, but yeah, he went crazy on here. And last week we had covered Essence Fest with Currency and Jermaine Dupri. I wasn't as crazy about that one, but this one is crazy, man. I thought they did a great job. Currency had a nice verse as well. And I assumed JD did the beat, but great track, man.
Do you think this is better than Never Enough that we covered a couple weeks ago? Or on par? What do you think?
That's the one they were rapping on the bridge.
Yeah.
No, that one may be a little bit better.
You think so?
Maybe a little bit.
I think it's at least on. I think this is at least on par with that one.
Yeah.
Um, it may be a little bit better because I mean you got to factor in that T.I. went crazy
That's
on this
true.
too.
That's true. Yeah.
T.I. went crazy on this.
Yeah, he did.
Currency verse is fire. I like
Yeah.
the hook. The beats fire. Yeah, this is right up there with Never Enough for me. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's dope,
Fire
man.
emoji.
Yeah. Hey, whatever it is, it's a lot better than Essence Fest. I'll put it that way. And not that I don't, not that I don't like what they did on it, but just the beat just didn't really do nothing for me on Essence Fest.
I feel it.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Another good week, man. We're in the month of April now, man. So I know we got almost 4 months of the year knocked out, man. Headed towards 4 months, and So I kind of like the first quarter of music, man. So far so good, man. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Just I know some surprise projects may drop, and I'm just here for it for sure.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff we got to get to in the next couple weeks because there's a couple projects that dropped that we didn't even know about. Like that Juicy J dropped without me even knowing about it, and a
Mhm.
couple of other ones. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
Royce.
got a
Yeah,
little bit of catch up to do, but we'll have it here and all the information, all the good tracks, and all the albums here for y'all. So we'll keep y'all.
yeah, definitely. Give everybody your social media, Mike.
Yes, M1C underscore CH3CK on Instagram.
All right, I'm on Instagram as well at Terrance Hill the Great. Also, you can find me on Facebook at Terrance Hill, and on YouTube you can find two pages. It's Terrance Hill Music and In the Hills. We appreciate you guys again for watching our shorts, our reels that we're putting up. Also, continue to search for us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and share the podcast as well. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to this week's episode. We'll see you next week. Take care.